Hey, if you're listening in, don't mind me too much. I used to stream a little bit back in the day, just haven't for ages, so I thought I'd get back into it. Also, Kate said she wanted to stream some games with me, but she really didn't want to jump into it until I had everything set up properly, so I'm playing around with this a little bit. If you're not familiar, this is a game called 7 Days to Die. It is a survival game, as it sort of says there. It's a little bit like if you took Minecraft and the show Walking Dead and had a weird baby. I just started up my own server, so hopping in a brand new game that is currently running Alpha 19178. Let me pop back over here. You'll see me run through some things sort of quickly. They have, like as you saw here, there's a little tutorial for new people to play. I probably have something like 1,000 hours into this game. So while it obviously changes with each update, there's a lot of the core mechanics that are fairly much the same. I have not really played much of Alpha 19, so waiting to see what is different. As you'll see here, as most survival games, you sort of start off with nothing. And when I say nothing, yeah, I mean nothing. Like, you're pretty naked right about now. Some of the first things you always want to get is firebread you're seeing here. You'll notice there's like little bird's nests. You want to get feathers, and they'll sometimes have eggs in them. Another good thing to get is wood. Obviously you can chop down trees, but when you just have your hands, not as easy. So there's some of these little weeds, I'm trying to find one now, that give you wood, where you can basically get a few of those to start, so you can build an axe. So you'll see me follow somewhat what the instructions tell, but I'm also going to go off and do a little bit of my own thing, because I already sort of know what to do. Things like this, brass, you'll notice I'm actually not going to keep a lot of that early on. I also have my own way of sorting things, don't mind me. Just because that's great stuff once you have, here we go. Hello kitties and puppy. This is what I'm talking about. If I click this, you'll hit this. Whoops, you actually hit it. You'll notice now in the right corner, I got some wood. So you want to get a couple of these at least, because you can build your axe. You also want to pick up a couple stones like you saw me doing. Those are really useful. Also, you'll run around, you'll see different backpacks and things. Sometimes that'll have good items, like this, knuckles, which I actually like a lot. You can also use other weapons. I generally like knuckles and bats, because you can... You can sort of stun people, and stunning zombies is great, because when they're stunned, they can't hit you back. One of the things you'll sort of notice right now is there are not a lot of zombies. When you first start a game, as you'll see here, I'll show you. Well, over here, you'll have like a level and a game stage. And so early on, as you sort of see in my left-hand corner, I have this weird coat thing. And it's saying elemental protection, but what essentially this means is until you hit about level 5, the world just really isn't as dangerous to you. If you run into zombies, they're still going to attack and try to kill you, but you're not going to see a ton of them. I also did not look when I set up my server to see if everything's working. Ooh, pause. Let me actually craft this. I'm going to also craft an axe real quick. So when you find dumps like this, these are great to also knock down, because they sometimes give you honey. So, come on, build faster. Put this here. Also, this is a note that gives you why you sort of start naked. Basically, you got in a fight with somebody and they took all your clothes. Let me go ahead and put some of this stuff in here. Like I said, I just sort of have my own random order of doing everything. You'll also notice the sound changed, and on the side you'll notice that little light, or the eyeball that pops up. That means I'm in stealth mode, basically crouch. Oh, and awesome. As you saw here, I didn't just get wood, I got a jar of honey. Honey is good because as you see here, it'll cure your infection up to 5%. So always good to get honey. So, sort of as the name of the game tells you, 7 Days to Die, what basically happens is there's zombies all the time, but every 7th day, there's a little horde that will come. They know where you're at. They're going to come in and try and kill you. Duct tape also things to always get. So what you want to get done early on is start building a base. And you'll notice there's two different types when you see other gamers when it comes to this game. There's some gamers who like to build a base from scratch, or there's people like me actually like to take existing structures and sort of turn it into a base. The reason is I play this more like an RPG than a base builder. You know, either playstyle is fine, whichever just suits you more. I'm also just getting a lot of rocks and wood because I know I need a lot of that. Need to find some background music soundtrack. If you hear my cat and my dog in the background, I have cats, but only one of them in the room right now. Apologies, they like to attack each other or play with each other. Sad thing is, my dog, her name's Beans, sort of thinks she's a cat. I had the cats before Beans started living here, and so she's been basically raised by cats. Does all these weird things that are more like a cat than a dog, but she really is a dog. Someday she may believe it herself. Alright, so, as you see, there are some zombies right over there. So the one reason you have a bedroll is it's basically your respawn point. I did not see. I'm just repairing that. You'll notice I also use quick keep a lot. So this. Early on, you generally don't want to mess too much with zombies. I could probably take them. You know what? Let's have a little fun. Let's see how it goes. You see a punch. Go for the headshot. Yay. Some zombies are harder than others. This is what they call them, Frank or Hank or something like that. Oh, there's a big fatty. This is what I get for keeping up my zombies. To have more. So as you notice, some of them run at different speeds. But also get the all the time. So once they take damage, they're more likely to hit you. So we are gonna get out of here because, as you've noticed, we've attracted a little too much attention for as early as we are. So let's oh, there's a little chicken. I'm your chicken. Oh well, I'm not going to play with him because I'll basically start fighting him and lose track of all the zombies and they'll be on me. As you saw, I've already lost half my life because of that. Anyways, what we're trying to look for is we're building stuff up. I also really need to put a bedroll down because the downside is if you die without a bedroll planted somewhere, it will randomly teleport you somewhere in the world. So you'll drop all your stuff and corpses. Oh, hey guys. Like I said, it'll randomly drop your stuff somewhere, and you know, you could stop somewhere nearby or somewhere very far away. I've never seen this place before. So we're going to turn this into our new base. Probably not though, because I'm assuming it is probably a little bit more zombied up than normal. But that is a cool place. Now we are gonna. You see the biker to the right? We don't want to mess with him yet. Ooh, it's my loot egg. We'll get out of here. They are a little bit tougher, and I am not ready for him. All right, so let's see. This looks like a good place. We are gonna put our little bean bag down, and then tell me to build a stone axe, which I've already done, but we'll build another one. Also, you gotta watch out because as you'll see here, my hands, my hand wraps are pretty low right now on health. That's what the bottom part of it is. And you don't want to run out of weapons when in the middle of a fight. Also, I'm naked, so that part's not so good. So we're gonna run over this way real quick. And while we're doing that, we are going to craft some shirt and pants out of the fiber. Oh, there's that damn chicken. Alright. So while that's happening, we're gonna grab us some more wood. Keep an eye open for zombies. See if anything's gonna try and back up behind us. I think we're good though. So, put this on, got 2 axes. And the next thing it wants us to make is a wooden club. The other thing you'll notice, even more so now that I have the club, is there are numbers underneath these. And that is sort of the quality of the item. So, if you look at the hands, I have a quality 3. It goes up to quality 6, which is sort of like your epic levels. Quality 1 is just because I don't really have much skills in anything, so anything I'm creating is going to be low quality. Let's take out a few more zombies real quick. Or the chicken. See, they are... Ooh, that one guy's running. So soon I'll be getting a bow. Come on, run. Headshots are great with these guys. You want to hit them in the head as much as possible. I think that killed him, yeah. Okay, good. Hey! Whew. Yeah. Amping up the zombie, and I put like a 10-fold if I remember right. You know, she tried to swing at me while she was down. You gotta be careful of that as well. Next thing it wants us to make is a bow and some arrows. Arrows you'll see are made out of stone, wood, and feathers. That's why I was collecting them. Oh, where'd that? We also need this chicken. Chicken will give us feathers and meat and bone. All good things to have. That away. Arm ourselves with a nice bow. Also make, oh, I guess you need more now. It used to not be that high to make a bow knife, but I guess they increased it. Alright. And yeah, alright. I put zombie wilderness to be pretty high, and it's more, I mean, it's fun, don't get me wrong. It's more fun when you're a little higher level and you can handle zombies, especially when you have a couple weapons. Right now, whew, they're a little bit dangerous, aren't they? One or two at a time, though, that's not that hard. It's when they start surrounding you. So what we really want to do is find a little place. Farmer's tough. I'm not getting touched. Alright. Boom. Woo. Alright. The other thing you'll notice, I do use a mod that destroys, so like you'll notice that trash just disappeared. In the base game that doesn't happen, it will stay there, and within 30 days or whatever the settings are, it'll respawn to put more loot in there. I just sort of like it to show me, hey, you know, what have I already looted? Alright, let's repair this to be on the safe side. Trash that, we already got one. Crap, I hear something, so pay attention. Alright, so we were trying to look at this place, because it looks like it might make a cool little base. Definitely better than most of my beginner bases. But I'm also betting there's going to be a ton of zombies. As always. Going all crouch mode. See what we can pull out. Oh, I heard another one, so I think there was some above that. There's some around. Yeah, see there's a guy there. Oh, where'd my arrow go? Oh, that's weird. This was working over here. You normally see the arrows. Apparently did something wrong, so... Hey, hey. Right. I leveled up enough now. Oh! I heard a zombie, so I want to sort of clear this out first before get myself in too much trouble. Yeah, I know, I thought I heard that. Sometimes you also gotta look. Some of the bases, usually it's a military base, they do have little, not bombs, how are they called? Landmines around them, which can be, as you might imagine, very dangerous. Okay. So we got that. See if we can get up here. Up here without dump. Oh, what the hell? I hear them, but where are they? So if I had a wrench or something like that, these would take apart not just faster, but also better. Different tools you have are used to take certain things apart. So for example, you know, here I am using a stone axe. Obviously not the best thing in the world. Oh man, all over the place. Yeah, we are not taking that apart. So we're gonna get a little sneaky here and build something. Oh, actually, no, we can build a ladder. Build those real quick. Maybe just the one way. I just gotta get basically up. Yep. Alright, there we go. Now, I don't know how safe this place is. It's not falling apart yet. Here's a catwalk. We can make us a few of these because I already got a whole bunch of wood earlier. And as you'll see, you can put these in different angles. So I'm just going to do the default for now because I'm not looking to make anything too fancy yet. Ah, see, that's where I was walking a little careful here. Never know when things are going. There. Also helps if you can spell right. So when you're putting stuff out, you can do different kind of shapes. Oh yeah, they made it weird. There used to be different items that you'd make, but right now it looks like, hey. Do that. Okay, so we're still good. Oh, more. So if I go to 6 real quick and then hold down R, it'll give me different options. Shape I want right now is just regular catwalk. So fall underneath me like that one just did, but luckily I already used that. Hey cats, go choo choo choo. Get out. Bad cats, go. Used to have water spray. Hey, whoops, sorry about that. Let me get back to things. Let the cat out. So number 6, we can rotate again. More stairs up. Oh, why is this one not letting me? So as you can tell, you know, there's certain places you can put certain things. This one's having a problem. Let's try the regular one and see if we can jump to. Or maybe we just break it down. Please, let them out. Please, come here. Come here. Now go get them. You're doing the opposite of hurting them. You're letting them hurt you. That's a dog. So, I know something isn't working here. I just don't know what. So we're going to just tear the old one down and put a new one up and see if that helps. Luckily, I know the zombies can't really get up behind me as well. You'll notice while they try and path to you, they are not the smartest things. And, you know, some zombies. I don't know why I can't get this one. Go right underneath it. There we go. There we go. My luck. Oh, guess we should keep making these. Luckily I got a lot of wood. Okay. Rotate. And grab the catwalk shape. Thing is, some people like taking a break, so it's always fun to run across and hope that they don't break before you get to where you're trying to get. Oh no. Oh, because I see. This one didn't break on the side, so we'll put that. Oh, totally break it. There we go. Now we want to fix this because, you know, if we're trying to get back up, we're still going to have to go. So far, so good. And I'm hoping there's not a ton of zombies up here. But you never know. So weird not seeing. A little chair so I can hang out while we're... Basher in the head. Like a... Alright, so this is gonna be fun. They'll die? Looks like it. Alright, as you notice, we didn't see them at first because they were up here, hiding out. Alright, so here is hoping. Okay, the floor looks like it's pretty solid. I always worry about that because, as high as we are, you don't want to necessarily... Ooh, that is a nice little pit right here. Alright, we're going to check out what we got in just a second. Put this crate first, get us some food. Other thing I'm going to do is build a bedroll real quick. Because now that we've found a spot we're definitely going to want to keep, we need a new spawn point. While we're doing that, we're going to put on these other clothes. Because it's got to be better than the, the fiber clothes we're wearing. Okay. See, did it make it yet? There we go. Put this down, keep us safe. You rotate with one mouse click, the other mouse click basically helps you set it down. Alright, so this is our starter base. Let's take care of that in a minute. So, storage, we want to make storage shed, basically just so you can put stuff, because as you see, you don't want to carry everything with you forever. It's heavy pretty quickly. Put it right here. Okay, all this junk that we don't need all the time, we're just dropping in. I'll talk about the paint later, why I'm keeping that. This is also good. I should put that down right. Crap for now. So this little thing is called a land claim block. And the nice thing about it is it essentially helps make your place a little bit safer from zombies. So you'll notice like I just put the bedroll down. Part of what the bedroll does is not just give you a place to respawn, it also puts an area around you where zombies themselves won't respawn. The land claim block sort of does that same thing, a bigger area, and it makes your structure a little bit more secure. Doesn't mean zombies won't attack you, but it makes it harder for them to break things. So I'm going to go ahead, knock a hole in this, the floor, hopefully, knock a hole in this floor. And then I'm going to put this little block there. And you'll hear a noise now. Okay, I claimed a spot. Actually, you'll notice if I hold down E, it'll give me some options like show boundaries. And if I go out here now, I'll see these little green lines, actually green cube, that's showing me what's protected. It actually looks, because we're so high up, it may not go all the way to the ground. Wow, it's a lot of zombies. Yeah, I do love having my zombie spawner up high. Alright, so we got that going. We need to make finish up the quest. The reason you want to finish up the quest sooner or later is the quest will give you some points. So I'm going to just go ahead and secure up this hole that it's not allowing me to place because there's this junk right here. If I move this junk, now you'll notice I can put a block there. Actually, I don't want to put it there. I want to put it up where the cobwebs are. So that way I can still see out, but the zombies can't just... The other nice thing about the stone hammer is if you use what is it? Left click to attack. If you use right click, it will help to upgrade things. With that one. So it's a good way of getting your base a little bit more secure. Is don't put it at the first tier, start getting it higher tier. Granted, that means either using wood or whatever the items are. You'll notice you can use rocks on certain things, and so on and so forth. We're going to throw that away because we don't need broken glass. And then we're going to put our campfire there. Campfire is good because that's where you sort of cook all your food in. And I got all my points now. So what I'll do here is you'll notice I now have 5 points available, and you can start spending them in different things. First thing I always spend in is healing factor. As you notice, I get hurt. So this way I'm going to heal a little bit faster. Iron Gut's another good one. This also helps you not just get less sick from some of the food and water, because not all of the food and water is healthy. It also lets you get hungry less often. Let's see, what else do I put in? Master Chef is always a good one to start with. You want to make good food. And then it sort of depends on which route I'm going. I like getting Brawler because you'll notice I use the gloves sometimes, but I also like using Pummel Pete to use clubs and bats. So this is what I'm generally going to start using with, because I also like using a shotgun. And you don't want to spread yourself, especially early, out among too many different attributes. As you'll notice here, a lot of these are locked. And once they're locked, if I do a mouse over, I need strength level 3 before I can get to this. Now just at strength level 2. So I always have to spend points on different things. One of the things I sometimes also spend them on is agility for archery early on. But archery is fine on itself, so unless you're looking to be an archer, I don't spend the points on that as much because, like I said, you sort of got to spend your points wisely early on. And for me, having weapons, especially clubs, helps out a bit more. That said, you'll still see me sink some points in there after a bit. First, now I want to make sure I'm getting healthy. I'm also knocking down this door because it's locked, and this way I can put my own door in it. When I put my own door down, I can actually should start building it while we're sitting here doing it. Secure wood door. I can lock it, I can upgrade it, things like that. I probably won't have to worry too much about upgrading it until the Horde night, because as you saw, not a lot of zombies getting up here. We actually lucked out finding this place earlier. Because some of these places are much harder to take control of. So, put down, and you'll notice now you can have other options. I can lock it, open it. I can also put a passcode. So if I lock it and put a passcode, it'll let my friends in on it. I can tell them whatever the passcode is. Alright. I think we are going to go. We got still time. So the other thing you'll know is at nighttime, it gets dark, hey, like the real world. Around 2200, especially the first couple days, is really tough. Because it's dark out. There are things like headlight lamps and stuff like that that you can eventually use. But you gotta find them or make them. Since I don't have that, and since I'm pretty much a wuss early on, I instead basically hold myself in at night. We'll go in up here for now. Yeah, some happy zombies. They're all happy to see me. I'm gonna jump over this, jump this way. Freezers. Come here, fat boy. I also should turn that boundary off, but I usually just turn it on so I can see my outskirts, but I don't keep it on. Also, I have this hammer we picked up somewhere. Let's see how this goes. I haven't used hammer. This is unlike the stone hammer, this is like a weapon hammer. And you see, it does a decent amount of damage, but it's really slow. So it's good if you can time it right, and aim it right. But it's not, when you have multiple zombies, it can be a bit painful. Did that kill him in one hit? Yeah, so as you see, it is a bit more effective. But only if you time it properly. We got a lot of little zombies around here, so let's clean house. I hear you. Oh, there you are. Come here, kid. These little egg sacks, as we call them, are loot that sometimes randomly drop. So earlier on, I think it was like Alpha 16 or so, they changed it. Where previously they did drop loot normally. But now you have a random chance of them dropping it. There was one more zombie, I swear. Where'd she go? Did she kill herself? Yeah, I know. Sometimes they do kill themselves. I don't actually know what happened on that one, but they will, if they take enough damage, they will die. And sometimes they can take damage from falling and running into spikes and stuff. Okay, why? I'm gonna go up there and turn off that balance. It's not messing with them, it's more messing with me. Alright, I think we got most of the zombies around here gone. You'll notice this little place, that's just another quest. The trader, I probably won't do that till tomorrow, because I do want to see what we got in here. Not by in here, I meant within the, in the building, not in the trash can. Although I'll also look at the trash can. The other thing you'll notice is, like, it seems like I kill zombies easy. That is true if you hit them in the head. And there are obviously going to be tougher zombies. But they're made to be hit in the head. It's like anything else. Headshots win. If I start beating them up in the body, they take a lot less. Always good to be sure. Alright, what's in this building? I said I've never done this building before. So. Anyone in here? Was that door open before? Good check. No good water. There's different types of waters as well. This gives you like a really good water that helps you. Some ammo. That helps you. Ooh, a blunderbuss. Okay, we'll talk about that in a second. What was I talking about? I agree about talking about. That's the downside of talking to myself. Right, 1900 is when you hear. You'll notice you hear the crickets all of a sudden. That's sort of like an audio cue to let you know it's starting to become night. So I am going to. We're not going to go upstairs quite yet, but we're going to plan on it soon. Let's go out here and get some resources real quick. I know I said I was going to turn off the border, but I'm not climbing all the way up there to come right back down. Did I pick up any food? Go ahead and eat something, so we're not starving to death. Get us some wood and some rocks. Since that's sort of the main resources you'll use at first, you'll notice I pick up things like copper and brass, lead, iron, those will all be useful pretty soon. We'll make a forge that'll help us make better gear. But early stages, wood and rocks are your best friend, both for building things such as weapons and armor, and repairing what you got. You see me? Yeah. We really need some rocks. Find any. I saw one. Yeah, there's one over there. I was hoping there was somewhere I'd already cleared out zombies, but can't be that lucky. Actually, we've had a really good run. Usually my my day one is not this good. I'm usually finding a really sort of crappy temp base. Haven't found weapons and armor. This one's going well. Hey, maybe it's because it's my stream, my first stream in a while. It figured it'd, you know, hook me up. Acorns we don't need. Those are help to grow trees. We're not really interested in growing trees right now. There are plenty of trees to go around for a bit. If you get into like super base building, you probably start wanting to plant trees because you need a lot of wood. But like I said, I'm usually more the kind like let's see here. I'm going to take an existing base and scoop it up. That said, still going to need a lot of trees. Wood is great also for building spikes. I use a lot of spikes in my Horde Nights. The downside you'll see with spikes is you do not get experience when they kill them, kills a zombie. The upside is it helps clear out the zombies. And if you have a huge horde coming through, you know, I can do with not keeping all the experience and letting the spikes have some fun. It's about to be 2000, a decent amount of rocks. We'll get a little bit more before we run back. The other downside of nighttime, or you know, the reason why I sort of hold up the first couple nights is zombies also move faster at night. It's a server setting, so you can change that. Some people make it where they walk all the time. I actually have it where you'll notice some of them walk faster than others, depending on how angry they are or what type of zombie they are. Some food and some steroids. But at nighttime, they all do run faster if you have the default settings or if you change it to a higher level. So if you can't see them and they're moving faster, that can make night a lot more challenging. But I'm going to go ahead and there's soup. Soup is good because it gives you both food and water. Water is helpful for regenerating your blue, which is your stamina. Repaired it. Wood. Because you use stamina a lot when you're doing actions like this. You'll notice there's some traits that you can get that will sort of make that lessen. So, you know, right now when I'm using this little stone axe, it doesn't really use it up as much. It does a lot more damage to the trees. I think it gives you more quality output, but it also takes away a lot more stamina. Alright, close enough. So we're gonna run upstairs real quick. Close. Actually, we'll leave that open. Zombies are going to want in anyways. No sense in having them break that down at this point. Climb up this. Oh, hey, there was stuff up here. I was wondering why they had it set like that. Oh! Fucking bird. Little hell birds. I hate them. You will, if you play this game, you will learn to hate them too. They sort of appear out of nowhere. That one just sort of did, when you're least expecting it. They're also really good at giving you disease. Luckily, did not catch one this time. Okay, so now we're going to make our way back up. A nice little hidey hole for nighttime. We'll go through what I already picked up. So other things you want to try and find early game that I haven't found yet is a cooking pot and a grill. So we'll try and find that on tomorrow's, or the next time I play. I'm also going to play the store real quick. Because right now, there's not a lot I can cook. Like if I look at water, oh, hey, maybe they changed it where you don't need a pot. It'll usually tell you around here, cooking pot required. So I just gotta get murky water. So that's a nice change. But also for a lot of the good foods you want to make, cooking pot. You can make charred meat, not so good. Cooking grill for grilled meat. And then there's other things you can get later on. Where did I put? Also, sometimes there's a little hidden stuff behind. Oh, there is. First right here. Grab it. Money. Money is actually useful, not to you as a normal person, but you can sell it to the traders, which will also go to tomorrow. Blunderbuss, I want to keep this. Blunderbuss is a great little item to have, which we'll talk about. I'm going to go ahead and take off these gloves because they're really hurt. And the things to repair them with I don't have. I need leather, so no sense in carrying them on me. Blunderbuss is like the cheap man's shotgun, but, you know, some people, once they get the shotgun or other weapons, they sort of forget about the blunderbuss. I find it really useful. It has a long reload time, as you saw there, but if you get good at it, it is a great facial. You hit the zombie in the head with it, they're usually not getting back up. You'll notice it's getting darker outside. Ooh, we should go up there later and see what's up there. I may also build a thing to go up there because, you know, in case somehow the zombies ever do get up here, having a little hiding spot higher up where you can shoot down at them, never a bad idea. I'm sort of thinking on how I would put that together. Maybe make a little ladder right here up to there. I can do that now while we're waiting for the night time to come. Alright, so while it builds that, I don't build them all the way down because I like to hop. Zombies don't always hop as well, so you can set that as a little bit of a safety. While we're up here, we're also going to upgrade these. Because, as you saw, vultures are around. They see, they will attack you. So, insulate our house a little bit. The other thing I'm going to do is take these out and put down some wooden bars. So that way I can shoot through there. Oh yeah, I forgot to, first I need to eat, but also turn off that boundary. Not accidentally remove my place. Where'd I put my... Alright, what do we got? We don't have as much food. Go ahead and eat some of this. Auto sort for me. Food is obviously useful. You don't want to go hungry. But some of the food is sort of crappy. As you learn to make food, you make a lot better food. Here. That sound basically meant it's nighttime. And the zombies are all around. So, real quick, I'm going to log off in a second, or at least stop streaming. I'll probably keep playing for a bit. But watching me, you know, just sitting here and cower during the night is not the funnest thing. So, the thing I'll show real quick is, like I was saying, you do build these iron bars. You can use them to shoot through. You can't loot through them, but if you are up here, I can shoot zombies through this. Which is really nice, because, you know, that way, if they get somehow beneath me, I can still shoot them while they can't really touch me. There are some zombies that actually sort of shoot things, cops, as you'll see, so they can also shoot through these, but not worried about cops for the first day or two unless I happen running. I doubt I'm going to get to such a stage, because the Horde Night is basically modified by whatever your game stage is. The game stage is sort of affected by both your character level, but also the things you've done and you have, I believe. I have to look to see what the exact formula is, but it's essentially, you know, if you've got a you know, full auto weapons and somehow you have a full sword forge system, everything else, it's going to be a little bit harder towards you. If you are like me and just have a few little things. My game stage is probably pretty much the same as my character level right now. It'll start getting darker out, you'll see. Well, they'll still be wandering around. But I find this game fun, it's relaxing. Also gets a little stressful at times, you know, zombies all around you, but I enjoy it. Anyways, first stream in who knows how many years, so we go ahead and sign off. Hope all of you have fun and talk to you later.